Hello everyone, this is Invader1 here with a quick update on Operation Lawgiver. I took out some time to show you my build for my Turian only because pretty much everything that you need to know is the proximity mine and rank 5 to make sure that you put it so that for that 8 seconds the enemy that you shoot a proxy mine at will take plus 20% damage from all sources. And you can see my build. You can take out time to just slow down the video or just pause it for the marksman capability, but I figured that would be important. And I know a lot of people always ask for the kinds of builds that we do. Here you will see the team that we had. We definitely had a Solarian engineer, and we had a Vanguard, and we had a pretty interesting team at this point in time. And what we wanted to do, what I wanted to do, is to show you our operation and that we were able to complete it successfully, and how each one of these characters kind of have a role. My role, the one that I took as a Turian, is to make sure that I am debuffing enemies. So throughout the video, again, this is not a full gameplay video. I'm only showing the objectives. I do not want to give you a full 27-minute video, so you guys don't have to go through that. But I figured, hey, a few quick tips. This is what our team did. My Turian, my job was to debuff enemies. So you will see that I am constantly casting the proximity mine, because every time you cast the proximity mine, the enemy gets staggered by it or gets afflicted by it. Then everybody who's shooting at that enemy, or anybody who's using any powers or anything at that enemy, takes plus 20% more damage. They go down much quicker. This is good for Atlases. This is good for Phantoms. I mean, this is good for big boss enemies. And due to the fact that the operation gives us a very limited amount of weapons that we can use, this is CSEC weapons, then you definitely want all the debuffing power that you can. Another role over here when we have the Solarian engineer is great, because the Solarian engineer has the capability of casting the decoy out. Once you cast that decoy out, it provides a distraction for the enemy. So that's his role. We also have a Vanguard. Vanguard's roles are usually to distract enemies from what what the real objective is. So our Vanguard is actually going around, not too far, but going around our area, just trying to kind of deviate them, affect them, and allow us to take shots. Believe it or not, while he's over there in front of their faces, we're able to go ahead and just weaken the other enemies that he's not able to get. And as you will see, pretty much most of the time I am debuffing as many enemies as I can. And this is the other thing about weapon setups. Just make sure that you use the weapon setup that is best for you. I chose the Maddock because I'm just so used to it. I would have chosen. I tried to use the a few of the other assault rifles. The Turian assault rifle. I'm forgetting the name right now, but anyways, I did use it. It's a great assault rifle. I'm just so used to the capability of the Maddock. You see here you have an objective. You see what Hudson did? He actually put his decoy out. I'm covering him, and when you get objectives like this, by the way, on gold, you always want to bring somebody with you. And since due to the fact that I have proxy mines and I have a little bit more higher health and shields than most people, I'm making sure that I'm helping out the person who's got the escort and covering him and removing any obstacles in his way, as you can see here. And at the same time, Hudson is casting his decoy, making sure that he's leaving a distraction, and we're getting the device. One other thing that I do want to note, if you do bring a human, like an infiltrator, that also works. Like that, you can do the devices if you get individual devices. And one other thing that I will note in regards to the pizza delivery, the one that we just did, we actually got 2 of these, which I love. I mean, they're great. I think the pizza delivery objective, they're so easy, and they're just so much fun because it brings at least a few players together. What I do recommend is that on gold, 2 people can actually go out to deviate the enemies and keep them away from the goal, and 2 people go for the device. That's 1 person holding it. If it's an infiltrator, I recommend that the infiltrator should not be holding the device. It should be the other person. Like that, the infiltrator can cloak and cover the person who's carrying the device. If you're the infiltrator, don't go for it. When it comes to this objective, don't go for it. Just go with the person who's gonna get it. Say hey, you go and get it, and you cloak so like that any enemy that is coming at the person who's holding the objective device, he can cloak, and immediately the enemy cannot see him, and he can just cover him very easily. Here we go. We got the other objective. This is, by the way, this is wave 6. We've gotten this the same objective mission twice, and we got kind of lucky with it. Actually, it was not that bad. And as you can see, I'm doing my job of making sure that I am debuffing enemies. Now that we got that done, our Vanguard is over there doing his thing, kind of deviating, kind of making sure that everybody's not on us, and then we're back to work, making sure that we're working as a unit. At the end of wave 10, we got an eliminate all targets. When you get something like this, make sure that everybody can get a shot. What we do is I call it out and I say, okay, I got the first one. I shot it, and you see that I'm kind of leaving the enemies alone. I'm just getting out of here, making sure that I'm not dying. And I could have shot another missile, got in the second target, but I just left and I said, I want to make sure that everybody gets a shot, everybody has fun. So since it's a goal that's a little easier, you actually just want to get these done as quickly as possible. By the way, you do not want to wait around and shoot at any other enemy. You just don't. You want to go ahead and get the objectives done, because what will happen is if you start killing enemies before the objective is done, they'll just keep on respawning. So by the time you finish the objective, you'll have so many enemies to kill, and that is okay if you want the XP. That's totally fine. It'll be a much longer game, and then you never know what can happen. So my recommendation is to just get the objective done as quickly as possible. Call your missiles out. I got the first one, I got the second one, I got the third, and then you can go right ahead and just complete the rest of the enemies that you have left available to you. I left this portion on because as you can see, these are some of the difficulties that I have with Phantoms sometimes. I mean, they're not really hard to take out, but for whatever reason, I don't know, sometimes you have a situation like this where you have a Phantom that is just absolutely almost difficult to take down. It's like, as you can see throughout the gameplay, I just had a easy time to taking them down, but in this situation, she was just so difficult. And I think I'll leave it at that. So now, in regards to extraction, what you want to do is make sure that, oh, this is important, I didn't say this in the beginning, I should have said this. Make sure that on goal that you team up. Meaning, I was watching N7 SPEC and he was watching me. We were always making sure that if he was forward, I was looking to see where he was at. If he got downed, I make sure I was able to go ahead, kill the enemy that got him, and then pick him up. So we teamed up. You see most of the gameplay, him and I are kind of next to each other or around each other. And then Crumblier and our other buddy on the other side were actually covering each other also. So that's kind of one thing, a very important thing that I forgot to mention in the beginning, that you want to do that, and you'll see that. You see that Hudson and I, and right next to each other. Actually, he's on my right side, and he's doing his job. He's putting his decoy out. And in regards to extraction, you get 2 minutes to extract. Just make sure that you wait, that you don't go to extraction right away, because that's going to get really well overrun, and you just do not want to get hurt there so bad and just have to use so many mana gels. I recommend that you stay on the other side of the map when it is 30 seconds to extraction, that you get ready to go, and then make sure that you have missiles available so that you can clean out the extraction with missiles and immediately jump in. Some people like to do get to the extraction in 20 seconds. This is actually what I did here. 20 seconds we decided to go, and then we still have a few enemies. You see that, that Atlas got shot up right behind us, and now we have 10 seconds to go, and we're okay. We still have a few enemies from far, but we're okay. We're actually able to take them out, or at least defend ourselves against it, and had a successful mission. So I hope that the entire community enjoyed this. This is a small quick tips. I just wanted to show everybody, hey, we did the mission, and you can do it too and have a lot of fun with it. I will be doing a lot of these this weekend, so if I am your squad leader, definitely hit me up. and I will look forward to helping you complete the Operation Lawgiver this weekend. And I look forward to playing with all of you. You guys are awesome. This is a great community, and I'm glad that Hudson took out the time to create it. And for all of you that have not been in any of my videos, I look forward to possibly creating a few with you also in the future. Anyways, have fun. This is our mission successful screen, as you can see, and we completed our mission, and I wish you the best luck in completing yours. Operation Lawgiver out.